Alrighty, welcome everybody to How to Counter, and today we have Anubis. It kind of pains me to do this because I've been playing Anubis a lot, but he can be really powerful if you don't know how to counter him, which is very important. Very important. So right away, Anubis is one of the most vulnerable and one of the sort of like weakest as far as defense and HP wise mages in the game. So you can easily be taken advantage of. But in the right hands, he's really powerful and he's a really scary guy. Especially if you get mummified, then you're just kind of screwed at that point. But he's very vulnerable in multiple ways. One of them being he has to stand still using his one, which is that, stank breath spray, and also his ulti. He can't move. Of course, he's CC immune, but he can't move regardless. So you can take advantage of those two skills right there. By when he's casting his one, you can stun him, you can place the AoE above him or below him or inside of him, whatever you want to do with that. So like just placing a Quang Tornado, he's going to feel the heat from that also. Now with his ulti, you can't, he's CC immune, but you can definitely just place AoEs on top of him, and that's, you're going to have to, you may eat some death gaze just to try to drop an AoE on him, but you can just, get right out of that if you can. Also, you kind of want to watch out. Well, first you have to know that his ulti, some people may not know this, but his ulti cooldown decreases as he levels up. So mid to late game, he's going to be really scary, and he's going to be using that death gaze a hell of a lot, especially if he can mummify you. Now that's something else to watch out. And just know that his mummify has a pretty long cooldown. Now I only have cooldown reduction boots. I don't have, Breastplate of Valor for full CDR, but regardless, his mummify has a long cooldown. So you kind of want to wait to attack him after he wastes that, or just keep juking, just keep moving, just keep strafing, so it makes it a little bit harder to for him to land that on you. And also when you're strafing, don't go in the same pattern, because it's pretty easy to predict after a while where you're going to go to next. So I would just recommend just strafing, just not in a synchronized fashion, so you can't really predict where you're going to run into. So once his mummify is down, whether he misses it or you waste it on somebody else, that's a prime time to just jump on him and just burn him down from there. So you want to watch out on his actives. Some Anubises or Nubai, whatever the hell you want to call it, they get Combat Blink. I also get this if I need it, but Combat Blink is only up 180 seconds. So you want to attack more than, that cooldown timer. So that's pretty much his only escape, is buying Combat Blink, or having Aegis, one or the other, or him just trying to kill you. So that's pretty much wraps up. As far as when you do get Mummify, and if you're having a lot of issues fighting Anubis, I'll recommend getting Purification Beads. Of course, the top rank is only 90 seconds, and his 2 is 15 seconds, or a little bit lower, or whatever the case may be. Some Aegis, that would definitely help you against his Death Gaze. Also, if you get Magi's Blessing, that will help you out as well. You can either type in Magi's Blessing, or you can go under Defense. It's under Physical or Magical. Just click the cloak, and the middle one up here. Magi's Blessing. This is a little bit better. You absorb a hard CC, that being his Mummify, every 45 seconds. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Those are some ways of how to counter him: Beads, Aegis, Magi's Blessing, or just go Magical Defense if you need it. But that's pretty much it. Take advantage when he's standing still. Take advantage of the long cooldowns, kind of know the Anubis, and watch out for what he builds. So that pretty much wraps it up. Just advice for how to counter any guide. It's just playing the game, having experience, and also is the road to mastering all the gods in the game. It's a long and it's a struggle, but when you master all the gods in a game, you have a good feeling of how they play and how to counter them and what's their weaknesses. So that'd be my best advice if you want to have like overall knowledge of the game, or just play the game a lot and you eventually know how to counter anybody. So that pretty much wraps it up for the video, kind of quick. So I see you guys next time. Peace.